we're back in the field. Actually, we've been in the field for a couple days now. So we started planting corn on Wednesday. We started planting. Tuesday we came back in the field with the field cultivators and started leveling up some more ground. So it's Thursday today, so we've got a full day planting going. I wouldn't really call it a full day. As most farmers know, usually the first day of planting, harvest, I don't know, spraying, cheating, whatever you want to call it, usually doesn't go super smoothly, and if it does, then you're a better farmer than us. Anyway, we got most of the kinks worked out yesterday, and today we should have a pretty big day. And with three 60-foot 24-row planters going, high speeds going like 8 miles an hour, 9 miles an hour. I don't even know how fast they go. We should be able to get a lot done. And
yeah, do you have a copy yet?
I'm sure he has a copy. Anyway, yep. I think they get around 40 acres per hour, but you have to plant the end rows too. So you're not going to be able to maintain that for very long. But anyway, 40 acres per hour with 3 planters. You guys are smart. Well, I guess you watch me talk to a camera. So anyway, it's about 120 acres per hour if all 3 planters are going at the same time. We do not run all 3 planters in the same field because in the name of efficiency, that is not efficient. A lot of people will say, well, if you had 3 planters in the same field, you could plant it 3 times as fast. To those people, I would say, have you ever tried moving 3 tractors with 60-foot pieces of equipment around in an 80-acre field? I'm assuming you have not. So that is why we do not run them together. So anyway, we're back in the field. So I'm just ecstatic to be back in the field, super happy. Everyone's always in a really good mood. The first couple days of planting, that was sarcastic, of course. Actually, it's been pretty smooth. Everyone's happy. Everything is great. The weather, it looks like it's supposed to rain this weekend, but hopefully we can make a pretty sizable dent in the corn acres this year before it rains. And of course, after we get the corn planted, we will plant our soybeans. So hopefully in 2 weeks or so, we'll have all the corn knocked out. Kind of depends on the weather we get this weekend. But we should be able to have everything in the ground before June 1st, which we'll take it. Anyway, if you're watching this video and you're a farmer, comment how you guys are coming along this spring season, planting wise, spraying wise, hashtag cheating. I think I'm really funny. If you farm conventional and you spray, I do not think you're a cheater. I just think you like to cut corners. In other news, I hope you guys watched the last video of the laser weeder. It was kind of cool to see the crossover between Star Wars and farming, you know, in real life. And a lot of people are saying, wow, that's really slow. You'd be right. I mean, it's brand new technology, barely tested on a row crop farm of big scale. They're mostly used out in California for like carrots and like other vegetables. So they're not like a 60-foot piece of equipment that you can just pull into a field, you know, go 5 miles an hour and get however many acres per hour. It's at the stage it's in now, it's a very slow piece of equipment. Some guys passing me and staring at me, probably because I'm looking at a camera and talking. Some people think that's really funny. I do too sometimes. If you're not laughing at yourself, you're taking yourself way too seriously. So I just try to have fun with it. But anyway, back to the laser weeder. The hope is, once John Deere gets a tractor that can, you know, go by itself, hint hint, wink wink, that'll be more, what's the word, make more sense to have a piece of equipment that can only go a mile per hour, mile and a half mile per hour. Because if a tractor is driving itself and you can only go so fast, you're not paying somebody to make 2 rounds per hour, and C, I mean, what do you have to lose? You're killing weeds 24/7. You're pretty much getting 100% kill rate on those weeds, which for an organic farmer, that is mint. Yeah, it's really slow right now, but it's only a 20-foot, I don't even know if it's even 20-foot implement. And if they can master a 20-foot implement, who's to say in, you know, 2 to 3 to 4 years, they could have a 60-foot laser weeder. That'd be a really big Star Wars machine. But anyway, there's my rant on the laser weeder. But I hope you guys, if you did watch that video, learned a little bit, because whether you like it or not, that is the future of farming, at least for us and a lot of people, because the autonomy of a laser weeder and the tractors will be here before you know it. And I know a lot of people don't like that, and they think it's cheating. And to those people, I would say, you probably farm conventional and spray all your crops with synthetic pesticides and herbicides, whatever you want to call it. So really, who's in the wrong here? I'll probably make fun of conventional farmers to the day I die, but in return, organic farmers get made fun of right back at us. So it's all fun and games. Anyway, back to what we're doing. This is the second pass on this field of this spring. It was done with a disc ripper last fall, I believe. So this will make it super even. I'll hop out later and show you guys just how many white roots we're killing. But for now, I want to show you guys we're getting about, oh, that is not acres per hour. We're getting about 52 acres per hour. Well, who cares? That's about how many acres I have tilled up this spring. So if you're really good at math, and you've watched our videos and know how many field cultivators we were going, you can probably take a wild guess and add everything up and figure out how many acres we farmed. 200 likes and I'll ride the horses. I love being in this field because there's like 6 miniature ponies just always running around. They're kind of entertaining to watch. And they go absolutely insane when they see and hear the tractor. So So if I go in here, the line they used the first time is called Spur Ring 23. I don't know who made that. They obviously can't spell very good. But you can see the heading is 70 degrees. So that's going from the south west to the northeast at an angle like that. And that's actually pretty steep. But this field was plowed last fall by yours truly. So it's a little bit more rigidy, if you guys haven't picked up on that. But anyway, I'm gonna make it 93, so that should be a slight angle heading from the northwest to the southeast. So it'll go against the grain. I know I've covered that a lot this spring, but it's gonna go against the grain and make it nice and smooth, but not a super steep angle. So when the corn planters come, nice and smooth for them. Woo! You know, my knees are probably gonna give out one of these days, and it's not gonna be good. But I wanted to hop out and show you guys before I get going just how many white roots have already started to pop up in these fields. Alright, so here we go. You're not gonna be able to see it super good on camera, but there's one. This was alfalfa. There's 2 alfalfa last year. There's 3 right there. So like I just said, this field was planted alfalfa last summer, or planted last spring, harvested last summer. I think we cut it 3 times and baled it twice. So that's what it was last year. You guys could already see there's quite a few white roots popping through, not popping through, but you know, starting to come up through the ground. So that's why it's really important to hit these twice, especially when it gets this warm out. You know, everything grows a lot faster when it gets warm out, believe it or not. But yeah, we're doing a lot of good work running this cultivator in these fields, knocking out those white roots. So when we do plant the corn, we'll have that little bit of a head start on the weeds already. And you know what? We started tine weeding yesterday. So hopefully this coming week, once we get all the corn in the ground, hopefully, God willing, we get all the corn in the ground by the end of next week. We'll still have the soybeans to do, but hopefully we can take a video of a tine weeder in action next week, because that's kind of the, said it before, the first thing that'll go across the fields once we get the corn in the ground. And we started doing it last night, yesterday evening, so we already started doing it, but I haven't taken a video on it yet, so that'll be coming soon. Well, little update from the tractor cab. It's about 6 hours since I took the last video, and as you can see, I'm still in the tractor, which means it didn't rain. But we have gotten, I don't know, I'd like to think quite a bit done. We hit the 5,000 acre mark with this tractor, so that's exciting. But otherwise, nothing too crazy, just kind of a quiet day in the field, which is how we like it. When things aren't quiet and boring, that means you did something wrong. So boring is good. Anyways, so far all I've done today, like I said, has been in a tractor. I've also eaten 3 things of gummy worms, 2 energy drinks, a salad because health, and then 2 Snickers. So we're doing good in that department. We're just fueling up and duffing, getting ready for the morning. It's 9:30, so we put in a pretty good day today. We started around 7, a little before 7, so a solid day put in today, and tomorrow will be no different. I think we're planning on getting up pretty early, knock out as much as we can. I probably won't get too far ahead with this in case it does rain and we have stuff cultivated we don't need cultivated if we're not going to plant it. So with that being said, we'll see you guys in the morning.